Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, all here for the ride. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Detroit Pistons at their home, the Palace of Auburn Hills. Looking at the Pistons, they enter the conference semifinals looking very tough. A clean sweep in round 1. They're hoping to carry that momentum into game 1 tonight. And the conference semis, Kenny, 8 teams looking to make that cut for the Final Four. What's the mental state of the underdogs in this round?
Oh, you just have to believe anything is possible, because it is. A big shot, a big injury, anything can change the trajectory of a series.
You know, to win as an underdog, you just got to want it more than your opponent. Problem is, the top seeds are usually at the top because they want it the most. But every now and then, an underdog can come in and take everything away.
Top seeds are normally at the top?
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah. Lesser seeds are usually at the bottom.
Details, guys, details. Take care of the ball. Get back in transition. Rebound. Push the tempo. Let's control the pace. Set the tone for the rest of the playoffs. Stay focused. Every move.
The Detroit fans already at a fever pitch here inside the Palace of Auburn Hills. The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Detroit. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
And they're ready to go. I mean, as we can hear, so are their fans. This can be an intimidating building to play in when the crowd is this charged up. That alone gives them a huge leg up.
That's why you grind so hard during the regular season, to get this payoff, home court advantage. And that's exactly what they've worked for.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana, we've got Thomas Robinson. Cohen is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George, and it's Turner in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Here's Beverly, following the basket by Freak. Here's McCollum. No luck. Great D that time from Green. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And the 3 off target. And George kicks to Beverly. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Plenty of daylight on that shot. McCollum's got his first basket. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Green kicks to Johnson. It's tipped. Outside, Green. Turner comes with the double team. Shot from 12. And Green with the basket on the assist by Bogut. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Beverly dishes to Robinson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, and I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one misses for Robinson. The Pistons have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. No good from Bogut. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And George kicks to McCollum. Off target from outside.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
The better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Indiana leading. The dish to George. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Cullen passes to George. Gibson with the steal. It's Jackson with the drive. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Beverly dishes to George. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And that one's good. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Green. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Beverly. Here's McCollum. Makes it off the glass. McCollum's got his second basket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by McCollum. Johnson kicks to Green. Missed inside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket by McCollum.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Jackson passes to Green. 6 to shoot. He kicks to Bogut, and the layup's good off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Nate McMillan. And Doris, what did he tell you?
He talked about how important this game is to them because it sets the tone for the rest of the series, saying to win or lose, what is important in this opening game is that we play tough, we play smart, and we let them know they're in for a heck of a fight with us. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Fourth freak.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Bogut. Johnson comes in for Taj Gibson. Jeff Green is checked in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. Now, here's O'Quinn. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Jennings. Here's Hill. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Green. It's back to Jennings. Passes it to Green. Outside Jennings. Ring shot on the way. And too long on the shot.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
There's the pick. Taylor dishes to O'Quinn. Some nice passing here by Indiana. They get it back. That's tipped. And they're able to recover. And the basket by Hill. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. Jennings kicks to Green. Changes up. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Goes up off the inbound.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboards. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
And it's Johnson penetrating. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Johnson's got his first basket of the night. Pacers leading by 6. Outside Hill. They double him with Green. Hill with it. Now Green defending. And even 3-on-3 break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Detroit shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Green with the block. Got it up. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time. Big time.
Incredible.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Pacers lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, just able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Green in at shooting guard. He'll get out there with Green. Then there's Jennings. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Here's Beverly. After the basket by Detroit. George double team. Williams from outside. No good. Great D that time from Green. On the wing, Johnson. Green passes to Green. Back to Green. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Pistons. Reggie Jackson comes in for Brandon Jennings. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. McCollum comes in for Williams. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here's Green. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pacers trail by 3. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was superb. He had 29 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Some really terrific numbers for Green. 22 points and some assists, too. How about 3 of them?
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
McCollum, the rebound by Gibson.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Jackson, and there's Green on the assist by Jackson. And now an 8-point Piston lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Robinson kicks to George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gibson with the screen on Beverly. Bogut at the elbow. Point line, but they recover it. Back to Jackson. Extend the lead to double digits. Beverly with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. They double him with Green. Beverly wide open. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Bogut with the screen on Beverly. The drive by Jackson. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Freak, number 1. And, of course, Paul George.
You know, you never know who will step up in the postseason.
And Indiana with the change here, too. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Robinson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Bogut. Bogut sets a screen for Jackson. Jackson missing again.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Chalmers dishes to Gibson, and he gets it to go. Gibson's got his first points in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Pistons leading by 6. Chalmers passes to Jackson. Gibson the screen. Jackson kicks to Gibson. Screen by Bogut. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from George.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And Detroit has possession. The Pacers making the shot. Outside for Jackson. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 7 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
There's the pick. And Gibson over to help. Here's Beverly. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here is Chalmers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Johnson, that's for 2. Good as Chalmers with the assist that time. And it's a 9-point Detroit lead. Beverly against Chalmers. Off the screen. Misses off the right iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Jackson. Gibson setting the pick for Jackson. Shot off the pick. Again, the Pistons score.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
A nice shot by George. Outside Jackson. Feeds to Chalmers. From deep. And the first half is now in the books. Pistons ahead. They're up by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, we got a few things to cover before the second half. This isn't a game I'm going to let slip away from us. We need this one. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use. And I don't want us moving things along too quickly to start the third quarter. A casual tempo will suit us just fine right now. We've got a very clear job to do and only one half to do it. This is playoff basketball. I want everything you got.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
On the court for Indiana, Patrick Beverly out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Turner. Then it's Thomas Robinson. And it's George in at the small forward. Bogut with a clean look. The rebound by Turner.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Out left to the wing. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Pacers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And he can't get the first one. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Outside Jackson. Back to Green. He dishes it to Gibson. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Robinson. George against Green. And it's George missing.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Now, here's Green. 24 points for him. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverly. All alone. And he hits the jumper for 2. Beverly's got the first points of the second half here for Indiana. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. You look at Beverly, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
Well, you know, the three-point shot, Kevin, can be a game-changing play. I mean, I've seen games become blowouts, and blowouts become close thanks to the three-point shot. It's a huge asset, and these guys capitalize on it big time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Bogut. Johnson comes in for Taj Gibson. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. Williams, that's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. The Pistons shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Green. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pick up by Hill. It's stolen by Green. Dishes it to Jennings. Finish off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Robinson kicks to Hill. Now the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Indiana.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick, high release. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers. There you go, fans. Your Pistons dancers. Make some noise, Detroit.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Simmons lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers. There you go, fans. Your Pistons.
Pistons leading by 7. Jennings dishes to Green. The drive by Jennings can't get it to fall. Pacers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Taylor passes to Williams. There's a screen by Robinson. Robinson a screen on Jennings. Back to Taylor. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. No good from Simmons. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Green with the ball. Williams picks him up. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Pacers trail by 7. Fires from deep. That's good. Taylor's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Jennings kicks to Green. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Jennings kicks to Green. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Pacers trail by 6. Williams dishes to Robinson. There's a screen by Williams. There's the bucket. Good. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And that one's good. 32 points for Freak.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
1:05 left in the third. Now Williams. With the teardrop, Green with the rebound. Detroit leading by 6.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Johnson, the pass to Green. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Johnson, he's checked in for Ilyasova.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. That one goes. Count it. 17 points for C.J. McCollum.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Pistons lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Pacers trail by 4. Green, he's in at shooting guard. Taj Gibson is out there with Johnson. And it's Bogut, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. So it's the Pacers now. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The feed to Beverly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Beverly's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Pacers. Green with the ball. Stolen by O'Quinn. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one fast break. And Green slams it in.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Look at that jam. And just beautiful.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Outside Jackson. To the paint. Up off the screen. Green kicks to Jackson. Outside, Green. Gibson setting the pick for Green. Back to Gibson. Stolen by Beverly. O'Quinn dishes to Beverly. Poked away. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Robinson's checked in for the Pacers. Pistons leading by 3. Here's Green, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
First personal foul, team's first.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Here's Beverly. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball, getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you continue to pound it inside. And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Turner with a screen for George. He feeds it to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Again, Indiana. Now, here's Green. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Turner comes with the double team. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Nate McMillan address his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Kicks to Green. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Detroit. Here's McCollum. An easy 2 points on the layup. McCollum's got 23 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Here's George. Cannot hit. And Detroit the other way now.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The drive by Green and a strong finish with 2 hands.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
The Pacers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Gibson with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
And here's George. George double-teamed, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
.146 left here in the fourth quarter. The drive by Green, and it's good. Green's got 45 points.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pacers trail by 12. Now Williams. George passes to Robinson. A shot's good on the assist by George.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Move the ball. Stick it
outside Green. Down low, Gibson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game one of the series for the Pistons.
Their superior ball handling. Won it for him here, Clark.
Well, Kevin, when you squeeze the orange, you get more shot opportunities, and that's always a good thing.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Green. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
55 seconds left in the fourth. One is hammered home.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
George double-teamed. Williams with a clean look. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The drive by Green uses both hands to slam it down.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Execution, fellas. Do your job. Freak, you're our leader out there. Execute!
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Simmons kicks to Williams. Pick up by Hill. Here's Simmons. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
I think our team just wore them down over the course of the first three quarters. And during the fourth, it made things easy for myself and others to create space. And with the shots that we like to take, it was really team effort. Definitely.
It was a pleasure for us to watch. Thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And that'll signal the end of our NBA postseason coverage of Round 2 for tonight. More Round 2 action yet to come. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, everybody.